Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, May 8. The flash flood warning issued for the island has been downgraded to a flash flood watch for all parishes. However, the Met Service says weather conditions remain unstable even though there has been a reduction in rainfall activity. The Met Office also warns that flooding is still possible with a forecast of lingering showers and isolated thunderstorms for tonight. A small craft warning remains in effect for inshore and offshore areas of the north and south coast due to strong winds and rough seas. And the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management OPM says 6 persons are being housed at the Eldon Washington Early Childhood Institution in Westmoreland, which is being used as a shelter. Speaking with JIS News, Parish Disaster Coordinator Hilma Tate says with flood waters subsiding in the area, persons may be able to return home today.
It depends on the level of water where the persons are. I think I understand water is receding in Macmillan, but water is still probably knee-high or so in some sections. So there's still a lot of water. And in relation to Bay Road, they would have had a lot of water on their property also. So we hope that with the rains not falling, persons will be able to return to their homes.
Ms. Tate says other shelters that were opened in the parish have been closed. Meanwhile, the National Works Agency NWA has been responding to landslides, blocked drains and fallen trees in several areas, including Westmoreland, St. Andrew, Clarendon, Hanover, St. Thomas and St. Anne. Residents are advised to be cautious when traveling through sections of these parishes. And as the country continues to experience rainfall, the Overseas Examination Commission, OEC, is advising candidates sitting external examinations to make every effort to reach their assigned center as early as possible. In a release, the Commission said if candidates are experiencing difficulty in doing so, they should go to the nearest center to sit their exam. The OEC also advised candidates against putting their lives at risk to reach their center. For further information, persons may call the OEC at 876-618-3721 or 876-929-1571. In other news, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says additional security and counseling teams have been deployed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital to provide support to the staff. The Westmoreland-based hospital came under pressure recently with an increase in the number of trauma cases. This was due to a gang feud in which 15 persons were shot, 7 fatally, including 2 children. Minister Tufton met with the staff last week and promised to provide additional support where necessary.
It's a difficult situation. Many people don't understand the challenges that public health workers go through when these situations occur. The police force included who provide security services when these things occur. And we really need to redouble our efforts to try and avoid them from taking place.
And to reduce the pressure at major hospitals, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says greater emphasis will be placed on the Adopt a Clinic initiative this year. Minister Tufton says the aim is to improve the facilities to restore confidence in health centers as a reliable option for health care. Dr. Tufton was speaking at the opening of a new addition to the Portsea Health Center in St. Elizabeth.
We're going to have to do more to establish our local community clinics as a credible option for health and wellness advice and support to the communities that they serve. Because when we do that, we are going to see a shift, a greater dependence on prevention, less dependence on curative.
Minister Tufton says over 50 persons from the diaspora and private sector companies have expressed a willingness to adopt and improve the services at health centers. The Type 2 facility sees over 300 patients monthly, offering services ranging from curative, immunization, disease control, nutrition monitoring, maternal and child health, and health promotion. And finally, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck says live streaming of select criminal and civil court cases to the public is being contemplated. Minister Chuck says this is in a bid to make the judicial system more transparent while enhancing its accountability. The Justice Minister says he's in discussions with Chief Justice Brian Sykes for further consideration of the move.
That is a part of the accountability that must exist in the courts, that they function efficiently and the people can see how justice not only is being examined and accessed, but is being delivered.
Minister Chuck was speaking at Friday's opening of the Port Maria Justice Center in St. Mary. He says when live streaming is in effect, persons will be able to log on to the designated website to gain access to the proceedings. Minister Chugg says plans are in train to equip justice centers with free Wi-Fi to provide access to the ministry's website and the different services being offered. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.